Welcome to German History with a German accent. My name is Wolf, W-O-L-F, just like the animal, and in today's video I'm speaking about Ernst Thälmann. As always, if you enjoy these videos, please make sure to hit the like and subscribe button and don't forget to drop me a comment below. Ernst Johannes Fritz Thälmann was born on April 16, 1886 in Hamburg, a son of Johannes and Mary Magdalene Thälmann. While he was still in school, his parents opened a small retail business, where Ernst helped out after coming home from school. Although he was a good student, his parents didn't financially support his ambitions of becoming a teacher or otherwise skilled worker. Even when he was a kid, he fought his parents to be paid accordingly and not just to receive a small allowance for his work. Ernst Thälmann therefore was looking for work in the harbor, where he came in contact with the laborers during the harbor labor strike in Hamburg that lasted from November 1896 until February 1897 and was one of the biggest labor fights in the German Empire. He left his parents' house in the year 1902 in disputes. After living in a shelter and a basement apartment, he was drafted in the year 1906, but was released after only 1 year. Thälmann following worked on the Atlantic ship America before he did some farm work near New York. Before the First World War began, Ernst Thälmann returned to the city of Hamburg, where he found work as a carriage driver and became a fighter for the rights of the harbor laborers. In 1915, Ernst Thälmann married Rosa Koch and had been drafted to serve on the Western Theater in an artillery unit. He fought on the Western Theater up until 1918. During the war, he was wounded at least twice. Before he deserted in October 1918, he was decorated with the Iron Cross Second Class, the Wound Badge, as well as the Hanseatic Cross. By that time, Ernst Thälmann had joined the USPD, the left-wing Independent Social Democratic Party of Germany that split up from the major Social Democratic Party in 1917. He had been a member of the Social Democratic Party of Germany since 1903. After the First World War, Ernst Thälmann found work in an employment center. He even became the director of said institution. When the left wing of the Independent Social Democratic Party joined the Communist International in November 1920, Thälmann was able to convince about 98% of the independent SPD members in Hamburg to join the Communist Party of Germany, the KPD. Thälmann met Lenin in summer 1921 while attending the Third Congress of the Communist International in Moscow. In the same year, he lost his director position due to his political activity. 2 years later, Ernst Thälmann helped organizing the Hamburg Uprising by the Communist Party of Germany with the goal to overthrow the Weimar Republic, similar like the October Revolution in Russia. However, this attempt failed and forced Thälmann to go into hiding. In 1924, he became the deputy chairman of the Communist Party as well as a Reichstag member, and he held that Reichstag seat until the end of the Weimar Republic, the year 1933. In 1925, Ernst Thälmann became both the chairman of the KPD as well as the chief of the Roter Frontkämpfer-Bund, the Red Frontline Fighter Union, which was the paramilitary organization of the Communist Party. Ernst Thälmann ran in both Reichspräsident elections in 1925 and in 1932. During the 1925 elections, he was blamed to have split the left and center votes, causing the monarchist Paul von Hindenburg to beat Wilhelm Marx, who ran for the Center Party. In the year 1928, Thälmann was kicked out of the Communist Party after he covered up a John Wittoff's money embezzlement in the party. An intervention of the Soviet dictator Joseph Stalin led to his reinstatement. Shortly after the National Socialists had risen to power in the year 1933, the KPD was prohibited and Ernst Thälmann was arrested. Since the Reichstag fire in February 1933 was blamed onto the communists, and the Reichstag fire decree led to mass arrest of political opponents of the NS regime. I made a separate video about the Reichstag fire decree. If you'd like to hear more about it, click the link on the top right of this video. Ernst Thälmann remained a prisoner under the NS regime until he had been executed in the concentration camp Buchenwald on August 18, 1944, on the direct orders of the German dictator. After his family was freed, they shockingly realized that all of their requests to Walter Ulbricht, who later would become the first secretary of the Socialist Unity Party of Germany, but was also a rival of Ernst Thälmann, had been ignored. Although Ernst Thälmann had always been loyal to Joseph Stalin, the latter also didn't push for his release during the time of the German-Soviet Non-Aggression Pact from 1939 until 1941. Who would you like me to make a video about next? Please write it in the comments, and thank you so much for watching.